Globally, it's like 130, 140 billion dollars.
So, ma'am, how do you evaluate the performance of Brigade Reap over the last few years?
No, it's been really good. Brigade Reap has been there for the last 8 years, and we've been very happy with the success that it's reached because 100% of the companies have gotten business from the real estate space.
Okay.
40% have gone on to raise additional funds. Normally, with an accelerator, this is like 10 to 15% go on to raise additional funds. But for us, it's been more than 40%, which is huge. And for all startups, they look at it as how can I get more customers, how can I get more revenue, and how do I get more funds? That's the basic three questions that every startup wants, and Reap has helped. Most of the companies do that.
Okay.
And yeah, we're very happy with the success. It helps us keep our ear to the ground. Disruption always comes from outside, so it's nice to see.
So, launch of this the AIF is a natural culmination of your
So
that journey.
I would say Brigade Reap works with much more early stage companies. So the concept of Earth Fund is to work with later stage companies. So we do pre-series A and series A type investments. Because see, when sometimes with the REIT companies, while of course the top 20% can really scale up, but they are in the early stage phase. So they may be able to work with smaller developers or do one or two projects at a time. But with Earth Fund, I think the idea is we want to pick those companies in the PropTech space that have the ability to become unicorns as well. And the idea is that a company like Brigade, who has maybe 30-40 million square feet ongoing at any given time, can also use the technologies in the business. So we want slightly later stage startups as well. So that's what we're looking for.
So some companies from Japan and other overseas countries are performing very well in PropTech. So how do you find the technology-wise maturity in Indian startup ecosystems to compete with them?
No, I think of course there are much more mature markets like the US, Japan. I'm sure are much more mature markets. Real estate technologies, I would say, is relatively newer in India. When we started Brigade Reap, the words like PropTech, Realtech, Contech did not exist.
Okay.
So it's an 8-year journey, and I'm sure that this will see a lot of success. I feel like it's at an inflection point, and I think it's prior to COVID there were no unicorns in the space, but post COVID, I think the PropTech world has seen at least 6 or 7 unicorns in the space. So it's a sign of things to come, right? And I think we showed a slide on the unicorns, the soonicorns, the babycorns. So there's a lot of evolution in the PropTech.
So what's your right message to the new age entrepreneurs in the PropTech space?
I guess the message is to solve for real world problems, and like I've said, a lot of disruption comes from outside.
Okay.
Many of the founders, they've had their own journey of, say, buying a home, finding it difficult, or trying to do some renovation, finding it difficult, and they are the ones creating solutions. So find and create solutions for problems that you face, in our cities or when it comes to real estate as well.
Thank you, ma'am, for talking to NFA Post TV. Thank you.